Your goat has given birth to twins or triplets. Your calf is weak and your lambs are struggling because they are not getting enough milk. As a livestock farmer, what do you do? Today, I'm not going to be the one to provide the crucial answer to this very important question, because I'm going to be giving the solutions to you today from the horse's own mouth, the owner of where we are, the Sementia Learning and Development Farm, Mr. Frederick Benefrimpong. I just want you to buckle up because it's a whole lot of mind-blowing insights that's going to come your way today. Stay tuned. Oh, do remember to subscribe to Farming in Africa on all of our social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and even on LinkedIn. Hi, sir. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Pretty scene here.
Yes.
So today I'm starting with a very important question, and that is, usually multiple births are supposed to be a joyous occasion for every livestock farmer.
Of course.
Unfortunately, in our part of the world, it tends to bring a lot of pressure, nutritional pressure, and tension on the farmer. First of all, why is that? And how do we actually get the joy out of this occasion and not rather be panicking?
Yeah, so like you rightly said, it's supposed to be a joyful moment, because the more the kids, the more your profits.
Exactly.
And the faster your farm is going to grow. So we all hope and pray that we'll always have twins and triplets and quadruplets and all of that. But unfortunately, that is not always the case. And there could be so many factors. But one of the biggest problem is, can the mother keep all these goats alive and growing at the rate that you want? And that's always the problem. I remember when I was farming initially, I actually didn't want triplets.
Really?
Even twins, sometimes I don't, especially for the males.
Really?
Yes, I was more interested in single birth. Why? Because I know with a single birth, the mother will produce enough milk and it will grow quicker for me. Because I know that when they give birth to 2, 3, they struggle with the milk and sometimes do not even have at all. So you end up, after some few weeks, losing 1 or 2, ending up back to 1. Meanwhile, that one didn't have the right start that it needed if it was just 1.
Wow.
Yes, so even though it's supposed to be excited, it's what we wish for, sometimes we also pray we don't.
Interesting. Now that wish, has it changed for you?
Of course. Yes, it was a wish then, but you know, it was a problem. It wasn't an honest wish. It was a wish to solve a problem.
Wow.
But now that we have a solution for it, we do not wish for that anymore. Now we wish for quadruplets.
Now I feel like you are selling to us hope. And so every farmer who was once in these shoes of yours should also switch, because hope has arrived, okay? But before we even go into that further, I'm just curious, as a farmer, is there a way to determine that this pregnant mother won't have enough milk, first of all, so you can maybe prepare in advance or something like that?
Yes, you can see. Yes, so you can see from the breast, I mean, when it's about to give birth, how big it is will tell you whether this mother is going to have enough breast milk or not. And then the moment to give, about maybe 5 days to giving birth, their breast milk is already formed. So you'll be able to tell if they have small breasts, that it's not going to...
Then it can't, it's not like what happens in human terms.
No.
Okay, because I was just doing the comparison here. Okay, so that's one way to tell. The size really matters.
Yes, the size really matters in this case, yes.
Okay.
If you have less milk, you can have big boobs. It doesn't work
it's not like that in the human world. Is there any other way to check?
Not really.
Not even the breed would give you an idea?
I mean, if it's a milking goat, then
that's different.
Know you will. But a normal meat goat, which is what we have here, not really. You just have to make sure that your nutrition was right. Or before a month before birth, you really went hard on your nutrition. And therefore, you can just hope that the milk will be there. But aside that, there is no way to check if this goat is going to have 1.5 liters a day or 0.5 liters a day.
Wow. Now let's cut to another challenge. I feel like you kind of glossed over it, but the challenge where babies have arrived, mother is actually producing milk for them, and then suddenly she develops an infection. What happens?
You can't. That baby has to move on to a different mother or a different milk. Yes. So whenever there is an infection, that milk needs to be drained and just poured away. So yes.
Oh. Anyway, today I'm here to draw on your experience and also finally sell the hope you have finally gotten to fellow farmers out there. So from your years of farming, anytime an animal developed mastitis, the infection in the breast, what was the worst scenario that could happen? Did you lose mother and baby or something? Were you able to treat it? Is it treatable? Please share that experience for us.
Yeah, so it's an infection, so there are antibiotics for the treatment. So yes, you can treat it. But for the mother, times that it has happened to me, I always pray that there is another delivery. Then I will try and bond that kid with that mother. But it depends. Even if that delivery is 2 or 3, then it doesn't make sense. But usually you will lose the baby if you don't have any other external source.
Usually you would lose the baby.
Yes.
I think at this point I can't wait for you to talk about the hope you have brought to all farmers now. As you can see, in our previous episode we actually talked about how we are in the era of building nutrition systems. And so anything agro-processing that would keep these precious livestock alive and healthy and profitable for you, the farmer, count us in. Now let's go talk to Fred about the new innovation or magic the bird has told me about that he has brought into the market. I'm going to zip it. Sir, over to you. We know the focus this time is on these delicate ones. And we are at the lactating pen. All these goats you see are just below 3 months old, okay? So when I tell you the focus is on the very young ones, we are practically living it. So tell me the great help you have once again developed for this particular group, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, like you rightly said, livestock farmers have been paying the price for loss of babies, whether it be in calves, whether it be in lambs, whether it be in kittens, whether it be in puppies, whether it be in kids from your goats. We've been losing our investments based on those critical moments. And I think if you're a livestock farmer, you agree with me that, that painful death of a baby that was born healthy but in a few days died, or that mother that died and therefore you have no option of keeping that baby alive. It has happened to me before. I have lived those pain with you guys over the years. I remember there were times I have to actually travel to the US and bring products to be able to help those babies stay alive. And I think that time is over for livestock farmers in Africa, in West Africa, and especially in Ghana. Because here in farming in Africa, we have manufactured the Sementia milk replacer. And what that is a milk that replaces the mother's milk. For better understanding, let's take we human beings as an example. There is a product called milk powder, where we normally use on our newborn babies when for some reason our mothers are not able to produce enough milk or are not able to breastfeed, like I said, for so many reasons. This method applies to animals as well. That is why you and I have been losing our babies, and that is why when there is something wrong with our mothers, our babies are left hanging and therefore dies. And this problem has been killing thousands of babies across Africa. And that is why here in Sementia Farm, we have manufactured Sementia milk replacer for kids, for lambs, and for calves. What this means is that if you are a goat farmer, if you're a sheep farmer, or if you're a cattle farmer, and you have issues when your cattle, goats, or sheep give birth, you don't have to lose that kid anymore. And I hope wherever you're watching me from, a huge burden have been removed over your shoulder, just like mine was when I discovered this new invention. And therefore, here at this farm, we are no more experiencing child death due to lack of insufficient milk or the absence of a mother. So if you're watching me as a farmer, then I hope that this is a revolution that you're going to jump on, and you're going to use it to increase your herd, to increase your profitability, and not only the survival of your kid, but also perfect growth for your kids.
That was once again a very insightful moment, and I always tell you from one farmer to another, so thank you so much. But listening to you, suddenly I'm wondering, has this new product, Sementia milk replacer for kids, lambs and calves, has it come to replace the natural milk of the mothers? Because if you have a lazy mother who doesn't want to feed, then, oh, I have Sementia here now. Can you speak to that for me? Is it a complete replacement, sir?
It is a complete replacer. So in a case where the mother is not in existence or is not producing, you can rely on this milk alone.
Okay.
And the kid will survive after the colostrum.
Okay.
So this is not a colostrum milk.
No.
This is after the colostrum.
Yes.
So if the kid has had colostrum the first day, you can put this kid on from the second day all the way to 3 months.
So the kid can be taking this alongside its mother's milk?
Yes.
Oh, great.
But it can also take it alone.
Yes.
So in the absence of the mother, it can take it alone.
Yes.
But with the presence of the mother, there is no point in depending only on the Sementia milk replacer.
Yeah.
You can rather use it as a supplement.
As a supplement,
okay?
yes.
So there are 2 ways. So you can use it as a supplement for faster growth.
Yeah.
Or you can introduce it earlier and wean the kid earlier.
Okay.
That means that
yes.
you are able to now breed the mother faster. So instead of waiting 3 months, 2 months to breed the mother, now you can take the kid away maybe a month or a month and a half.
Yeah.
Put the kid on the milk.
On the replacer.
And now the mother is alone to regain strength and be bred again, which is a very sustainable and efficient way as well.
Do you see what I'm seeing? It has still come back to making more profits for you, the farmer. And those of you always thinking about how to increase weight gain, you heard what he said. This alongside, it even shoots up the weight gain process. So if I were you, I would grab one right now and just start the fattening process. Yes, I know there are a lot of you out there who love that process. This time, it's a very healthy way of starting it right. So thank you so much for that clarification. So to every farmer watching us today, even wannabe farmers, the solution is here. Now you can genuinely celebrate when your West African dwarf, your Sokoto red, which other one do we have?
The Sahelian goat.
And you know, before I forget, we keep mentioning the goats, but you guys, into cattle farming, see, this product is for you as well, okay? So if your cow delivers 2, 3, they also have multiple birds, right?
2 maximum.
2 maximum for the cattle.
Yeah.
Oh, they are big. Okay. See, you're also really in this equation. You are not left out at all. Please get one wherever you are. Pick the address on your screen. And my sheep farmers. So this product is for goats, for sheep, and for cattle, they are young ones, to put it simply. Avoid making mistakes that would make you lose your profit in the form of these. Somebody would ask, oh, why not cow milk? It was addressed in the previous episode. The situations surrounding that, he would speak to that for me. Then we would end this particular episode. So the next one, we bring you more insightful news on this new happening. Why not cow milk, sir?
Yeah, I mean, that's what most people would turn into, but it's at a huge risk. So, number 1 risk is the health status of that cow that you're getting the milk from. We all know how we rear our cows. So, if that cow has any disease or infection, you are passing it right onto a goat.
Very delicate animal.
Exactly. You know, and you know, cows are big. So certain infection, they can survive it. A goat and a kid is not even going to be close to it. So the risk is very high there. Then secondly is how it is handled. How these milks are milked. The containers, the transportation, and all of it. On that value chain, it gets contaminated.
That journey,
right? So That is why
Yeah.
personally I have never used cow milk, even though it's available.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust the source and I
Yeah.
don't trust the process.
The process,
And that is
yeah.
why this is the best option for farmers.
Thank you. This is something I have personally seen before, and I know you can also relate to that. Let's start it right. Start your kids right. Keep them healthy to make more profits in this venture. Mwah. See you in another episode.